To 23 after 5, it's the last hour of today on this Wednesday. If you have just joined us, the father of a 3-year-old who died as a result of power cuts says police are not taking the case seriously. In fact, Neyamiah Eaton passed away in May after her ventilator failed because of rolling blackouts. Build One SA leader Mmusi Maimane has opened a culpable homicide case against the state. Today, Maimane and the Eatons went to the Honeydew Police Station in Johannesburg to find out the status of the case. In fact, Heidi Giokos joins us live right now because she was there. Heidi, good evening. What's the status of the case at the moment?
Well, William, it seems as though there is no case at this particular point. We do know that little Neyamiah Eaton sadly lost her life in May this year, so just about a month and a half ago. She was on her way to hospital after her oxygen machines failed due to constant rolling blackouts. She tragically died in her mother's arms. When she got to the hospital, she was declared unfortunately dead, and the family, of course, really trying to grapple with all of this. We do know that the family did indicate that they will be taking legal action, and Build One South Africa leader Mmusi Maimane decided to intervene and assist the family. What we do know is that the case was opened up in Cape Town. It was later transferred to Honeydew Police Station, and today when they went to do a follow-up, they realized that there has been no progress on this particular matter. Now, one would ask, who is the culpable homicide case against? We do know that it's against Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan, City Power and government as a whole. And the reason why City Power is involved in all of this is because City Power's response to the family was rather shocking, William. They had said, well, there's nothing we can do. There needs to be backup power. Everybody needs to check the load shedding schedule. But what we know about this case is that the Bromhof-Randburg area was experiencing severe power cuts, and they didn't have power for almost 5 days. So how do you plan in such a situation? Not even an inverter can last. But let's listen to what Mmusi Maimane had to say with regards to the updates, or rather lack thereof, when it comes to this particular matter.
When we get here now, it seems like there's no case number. It's called an inquiry. The captain says he heard about the case. So yeah, for me, it doesn't seem to be of any importance. Very difficult to actually go through this. But we're trying to cope, following what we need to follow. There's psychiatrists involved for my wife, and I'm also just trying to be strong for her, just trying to make sure that we, just keep strong and keep our heads above water. But while we're doing that, trying to cope, we were assuming that behind the scenes that things were actually happening, that the police were actually taking this serious and case was moving forward. And so we actually came here today, and I suppose if we didn't come here today, we wouldn't have nothing would have happened. Let's just put it that way.
I was informed that the case would be transferred here to the Honeydew Police Station, as Mr. Eaton and his family reside here in this community. It's also clear that at one level the state fails to deliver energy. It also fails to investigate these cases. Had we not come here today, we were informed that ultimately an inquiry had been put forward, but actually even the basic process of opening a case and ensuring that there's a detective being allocated to that work still has not been done here in Honeydew. I want to stand on the strongest term and say, how many more children must die before the state acts in defense of its citizens rather than acting in the interest of only a few politically connected?
And of course, Heidi, just hearing the father speak and just hearing Mmusi Maimane just reiterating the sentiment of the family, one can't help but wonder what the family can or will do next.
Yes, so we do know that the acting captain at the Honeydew Police Station indicated that the family should be at the police station tomorrow just to get an update and give a full account of what exactly happened. So we do know that the family will be there tomorrow to engage with the captain and hopefully the station commander, but we do know that he is on leave at the moment. It's a very worrying situation for the family, William, because no matter what is done, little Neyamiah is not coming back, and they do not want her death to be in vain. They actually indicated that she is being called the ambassador of power and electricity because they want her death to be almost to propel government to understand the severity of the constant rolling blackouts and to understand that people's lives are actually being taken because of the unreliability of our electricity grid.
Heidi, thank you so much for your time this evening. That's our reporter Heidi Giokos live with us this evening in Studio 3. We're going to move on to this now.